Public figures are deeply connected to our own lives, and grieving their loss can be complicated. Each death of celebrities sends us reeling in different ways and for different lengths of time. Even though we do not know them personally, it all feels so very personal. It's a realization that every single loss in our lives is an individual experience worth examining and honoring. And like most things in life, it's complicated. We have special tributes to honor them. So we kindly ask you before moving to show your love by supporting us, and you can do this by liking and subscribing to our channel.
Pat Carrol, a stage and screen actress who voiced Ursula in the animated film version of The Little Mermaid. She received an Emmy Award for her performance in Caesars R and a Grammy Award for the recording of her one-woman show, Gertrude Stein. Gertrude Stein. She amassed over 90 credits throughout her long acting career. She began acting in local productions after moving to Los Angeles at the age of 5. She played the role of Bunny Halper on The Danny Thomas Show. In 2007, she played the character Meep Guys in the movie Freedom Writers. She was born in Shreveport, Louisiana, to Catherine Angela Carrol and Morris Clifton Carrol. With her husband, Lee Kersian, she had 3 children. She and Dakota Fanning did voiceover work for the English adaptation of the Japanese animated film My Neighbor Totoro. She was born on 5th May 1927 and died on 30th July. NICHELLE, African-American actress who played L.T. Uhura on the television series Star Trek. She appeared in the TV show from 1966 until 1969. She reprised her role later in multiple Star Trek movies. She made her acting debut in the short-lived musical Kicks and Co. Before flying on the USS Enterprise, she sang with Duke Ellington and Lionel Hampton. She amassed over 60 on-screen acting roles throughout her long career. She married Foster Johnson in 1951 and the couple had a son named Kyle. She sang with Duke Ellington before she started acting. She was born on 28 December 1932 and died on 30th July. EILEEN Brennan received fame for portraying Captain Doreen Lewis in 1980 film Private Benjamin and the television show by the same name. She also appeared in the 1985 film Clue. She acted in the group Masked and Bauble Society at Georgetown University. She received an Emmy nomination for her guest starring role on Will and Grace. She married David John Lamson in 1968. She worked with Neil Simon in Murder by Death. She was born in September 3, 1932 and died on 30th July. Herman Cain, former CEO of Godfather's Pizza and Tea Party activist who was a colorful figure in the 2011 Republican presidential primary. Though he led the polls for a period of time, he was forced to drop out of the race after allegations of sexual misconduct came to light. Taking his parents' advice and getting a good education to heart, he studied math and computer science and worked for the Navy, Coca-Cola and Pillsbury. During the Republican primary, he proposed his 999 flat tax plan, which many criticized as more burdensome to the working class than the rich, and suggested jokingly that the border between US-Mexico should have an electrified fence. He grew up in Tennessee to an impoverished family his mother working as a domestic and his father's jobs including chauffeuring for the Coca-Cola company. Though he failed in his presidential ambitions, he kept himself in the public spotlight through, among other appearances, a regular segment on Stephen Colbert's late-night comedy show. He died on 30th July and born on 13 December 1945. R.K. Roach. R.K. Roach was a singer and guitarist who was known as one of the world's foremost indigenous Australian musicians. Among his most popular song was Took the Children Away, which earned him an International Human Rights Award. He released 10 solo albums throughout his long career. He lived in orphanages after being separated from his family by the Australian government. He won the Deadly Award for lifetime contribution to healing the stolen generations in 2013. His last album, The Songs of Charcoal Lane, was released in 2020. He was married to Ruby Hunter, who died in February 2010. He toured as an opening act for artists like Billy Bragg. He was born on 8 January 1956 and he died on 30th July. Lynn Anderson. Lynn Anderson, Grammy Award winning singer of the country crossover hit I Never Promised You a Rose Garden. In Tennessee, June 15 is Lynn Anderson Day in honor of her musical contributions. She released her first album, Ride, 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 when she was 19 years old. She recorded in person in 1966 with her mother. Her crossover hit topped the charts in Australia, New Zealand and Canada and reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 in US. Her mother was singer-songwriter Liz Edinson, who wrote a couple of popular numbers for Merle Haggard. Before her career took off with I Never Promised You a Rose Garden, she was already a regular on the Lawrence Weck Show. She died on 30th July and was born on 26 September 1947. Maeve Binchy. Maeve Binchy, Irish author and columnist who was known for her humorous work about small-town life in Ireland and has published novels that were translated into 37 languages and sold more than 40 million copies worldwide. She earned a bachelor's degree in history from University College Dublin and worked as a teacher at multiple girls' schools. She won a Jacobs Award in 1978 for her play Deeply Regretted By. She married Gordon Snell in 1977. John Banwell wrote a tribute to her after she passed away. She was born on 28 May 1940 and died on 30th July. May her soul rest in peace. Jay Pickett. Jay Pickett became known for appearing in the TV shows Rags to Riches, China Beach, Dragnet, Jake and the Fat Man, and Perry Mason. He attended Boise State University and earned an MFA in acting from UCLA. In 1997, he appeared as Frank Scanlon on the ABC daytime drama Port Charles. He married Elena Pickett in 1986 and together they had 3 children, Tyler, Megan and Michaela Pickett. He appeared in soap opera Days of Our Lives with actress Christine Alfonso. He died on 30th July and born on 10th February 1961. Karen Berg. Karen Berg is the best-selling author and Kabbalah teacher who served as a spiritual director at the Kabbalah Center in Los Angeles, California. Some of her books include God Wears Lipstick, Simple Light, and To Be Continued, Reincarnation and the Purpose of Our Lives. She switched schools frequently as a child and was often made fun of by other children for not knowing how to read or write properly. She began studying Kabbalah at a time when women were forbidden from studying it. She was a leading teacher of Kabbalah, which had been practiced by big-name celebrities like Madonna. She died on 30th July and born on 17th October 1927. She was a leading teacher of Kabbalah, which had been practiced by big-name celebrities like Madonna. She died on 30th July and born on 17th October 1927. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon button to stay updated. Goodbye.